Promiscuous girl, whatever you are, I'm all alone. And it's you that
And that was the song Promiscuous by Nelly Furtado. According to dictionary.com, being promiscuous is characterized by or involving discriminatory acts, mingling, or association, especially having sexual relations with a number of partners on a casual basis. With the human population, there is a general consensus that being promiscuous is wrong. Most of this idea is due to ethics and people having different opinions and views. If being monogamous is a good ethical choice, does that also make it a good choice in the terms of increasing one's fitness? Instead of getting into the controversy of promiscuity within the human population, we'll turn our focus into a different species, the rhesus monkey.
Rhesus monkeys are old world monkeys native to Asia. They have also been introduced into Florida here in the United States and live there in the wild. They have an average lifespan of 4 years and live in active wild groups called troops that can include up to 200 members. Since the troop is so large, being promiscuous results. Females produce one offspring per year and raise it within the environment of the troop. Although males are the dominant sex, with the ultimate being the alpha male, males do not stay in one group for their lifetime, so the females lead the communities without ever leaving.
Rhesus monkeys have conflicting views when it comes to mating. Alpha males want the females to be monogamous to ensure her offspring is his and only his. He protects the female and blocks other males from mating with her. The females don't care for this monogamy. Instead, females secretly mate with other males out of sight of the alpha male because it is more beneficial for her to be promiscuous. This promiscuity is beneficial because it will make more males protect her and the group since they have offspring within the group. More protection for her and her offspring will increase their chance of survival. In this podcast today, we have Tracy,
Kala
Ariana.
and Sayuri.
We will be discussing the two sides of mating of the rhesus monkey. Who is dominant in this relationship, the alpha male or the female? What are the optimal mating techniques and what should really be used?
Mating techniques are very important in the animal kingdom. Sexual selection plays a huge role in the overall fitness of the animal. Sexual selection is also important because many seem to think that natural selection is the main drive for evolution. But sexual selection also plays a role, and both theories may intertwine. Without good mating techniques, an animal can't replace and provide offspring for the next generation. There are benefits and costs with each technique. The act of being monogamous or promiscuous can be beneficial or not depending on who the character is. For example, the alpha male versus the females, and the other males in the group. A female who is monogamous towards the alpha male would give the most benefit to the alpha, since she would have his offspring and only his. A female who is promiscuous is much less beneficial for the alpha male, since his dominance would be lessened by the female's bearing of other males' offspring.
So, what is the opinion of all of us here today? In my opinion, male rhesus monkeys have the dominance because there is an alpha male that does not stay with his troop and is able to successfully mate with many different troops with different males throughout his lifetime, which help to pass down his genes. A male rhesus monkey will use different mating techniques such as mate guarding, aggression, disrupt copulation, and infanticide. Mate guarding is when a male, particularly the alpha, will mate with his female or females, and he guards the females so that no other male may copulate and pass down their genes, so it will be his offspring only. A dominant male that competes for access to females depends on the access that they can fight for their mate. Dominance hierarchies are important in male mating opportunities, and many studies report a positive correlation between male dominance ranking and mating activity. So the males that are higher up on the dominance hierarchy tend to be the males that have the most reproductive success.
When a male uses aggression, he tends to take it out on the female rhesus rather than the other male. It may be he's trying to assert his dominance over her. It could be something as in he doesn't want his female going away from him and ruining his reproductive success. In my opinion, The female may be afraid to leave after such aggression. Another way is when a dominant male does find a female being promiscuous, he will disrupt the ongoing copulation. This has been reported in at least 13 different species of primates, including rhesus monkeys. The male will, in a sense, fight for his mate and will do whatever it takes, including stopping the act that would produce offspring that isn't his. The last way is infanticide. Infanticide is the act of killing an offspring in a year of birth. So the male rhesus monkey will kill an offspring that he knows isn't his because of his lack of reproductive success, therefore making it harder for the female to pass their genes to their non-existent offspring, and they would have no parental investment because of the lack of offspring.
I personally think that female monkeys probably have more control, since the female rhesus monkeys have more mating partners, and that decreases the chance that their offspring are attacked or killed, since males don't attack the offspring of their mating partners. Therefore, the males will be less likely to kill the offspring if they think it's a possibility that it is their offspring, because the males also need to have offspring that will reproduce in the future. Also, by mating with different partners, females increase the amount of good genes that they get from males, and that increases the number of males that will guard the group in the future. The more good genes in the offspring, the better chance that the offspring will reproduce and have viable offspring as well. So therefore, the females need good genes, and that's how they're getting it from promiscuity.
The female rhesus monkey's choice shows that they are dominant because they can choose who they mate with by selecting their ideal mate and then, if not pleased, find a different mate to pass down good genes. They use infidelity to compensate for poor partner quality. The Bateman's principle states that the females should be the choosier sex. This is because eggs are expensive while sperm is cheap. This is very important with the rhesus monkey because the females only produce one offspring per year, which makes sense for why female rhesus monkeys want the best genes, which they get from promiscuity.
So, overall, being promiscuous increases one's fitness while controlling who are truly the parents of the offspring. It also increases fitness since multiple males guard the offspring because not all of them belong to the alpha male. If humans are promiscuous, would this also increase our fitness? If being promiscuous is so beneficial, why do humans put monogamy above promiscuity? Do ethics override this concept? Humans could better understand our mating decisions with further research into the mating behaviors and sexual selection of rhesus monkeys or other primates. This is why the topic of promiscuity is so important, not only for rhesus monkeys, but humans as well. So,
Who do you think is truly dominant of the troop?